You're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast, the #1 rated robot-related podcast in northeastern Ontario.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 182 of the Rusted Robot Podcast for Sunday, January the 7th, 2018.
My name is Optimus Prime.
Hello, I am C-3PO Human-Cyborg Relations.
I am Locutus, a Borg.
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
I'm an android.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
We need some sort of robot! Ah, crap! I'm some sort of robot!
I'm here, your regular host, Sean, with my regular co-host, Josh, and today we have special guest, Jason.
Hello, everyone.
So, how was your weekend?
How was my weekend?
How was your week, sorry?
Cold.
Yeah.
Minus 32 degrees Celsius. That doesn't include the wind chill.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you have the same week?
Pretty much. I did nothing outside all week.
We went out to deliver the mail 2 of the 4 days.
Yeah. No, you're braver than I.
Yeah, it was.
I did nothing at work outside.
It was stupid. And you? What'd you do?
Stay inside.
Best place for you?
Yeah, if I can meet Mother Nature, I'd have a few choice words with her, so.
Yeah, indeed.
I think we all would.
Longtime listeners to the podcast may know who you are, Jason, because you have been on some episodes.
Earlier on, I think I had co-hosted with you and your previous co-host once or twice before, so yeah, I've not a stranger to the podcast.
No, and we've interviewed you on Expo episodes.
That's correct, yes.
Expo of what are we talking about here?
I believe it's an expo in Timmins. It's called the Northern Ontario Expo.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, and we've also kind of renamed it a little bit to give it a more of a general appeal and knowledge for everyone. Timmins Comic-Con is also another name we're using now as well too. So
Timmins Comic-Con.
Yeah,
we're getting a Comic-Con in Timmins.
Yeah.
This must be the first year for it.
Yeah. It's funny, you talk to people and you ask them, do you know what the Northern Ontario Expo is? And they'll give you a no, but as soon as you mention, do you know what a Comic-Con is? They say, yes. Well, it's the same thing, so.
Right, and it's been going for years.
This will be, overall, this is our 8th year in existence, but it'll be our 3rd year as our own entity.
That's right. And when are we having it this year?
It's April 21st and 22nd, and we're going to be at the McIntyre Curling Rink this year.
Oh, very cool. And that'll be the 8th show.
That is correct, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
You've been there before, right?
I've been there 5 of the years in a row. I just skipped 1 year, but...
Oh, that's sad. I think I've been there every year.
Yeah, it's been it's a ever growing ordeal, and we're happy to be able to bring it back to the city of Timmins and everyone who supports it. So.
And what can you tell us about this year's event?
Well, this year's event, we've been listening to our people who support the event, and we're proud that we're going to be able to bring in some pretty cool attractions this year. We've got a celebrity cosplayer who's going to be bringing something very important and exciting to the table, as well as we've got a couple celebrity guests coming in this year.
Oh, celebrity guests. You'll have to tell us about that later.
Absolutely.
Because I'd love to hear about who those are going to be.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's going to be excited to hear who they are. So,
Are we going to have any cars, trucks?
Yeah, we can also talk about that as well, too, yeah.
Okay, good. So that's all very good.
Yeah.
So at the McIntyre Arena.
McIntyre Curling Rink.
At the curling rink.
That's correct.
Yes. Not the ballroom like before.
No.
Not the sportsplex like before.
No. Due to scheduling conflicts, we had to move the venue, so I think we're going to be better at the curling rink. So.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
All right. And how much would it cost to get in?
We're just finalizing the pricing on that. We'll probably have the pricing up on our website probably within the next week or so.
You have a website too?
Yes, we do, yeah.
What is that?
It's www.northernontarioexpo.com.
Huh, what about a Facebook page?
We also have a Facebook page, which you are the...
Oh, that's me!
That's you, that's
right.
I
do that. Oh, and I also do the Twitter and
that's
the Instagram.
Right. You're our social media guru, so...
Right, I forget about that sometimes, so you're right, okay. Yes. So, check out all that stuff there.
Yes, for sure.
That's awesome. All right, let's talk about some other cool geeky stuff.
Well,
what do you got for us, Josh?
Well, let's start with the depressing news, because you like to start with depressing news.
I do like to start with depressing news. Let me pull it up here. Star Trek actor Jon Paul Steuer dies at age 33. Now, do you know that name?
I know who he played.
Okay. Well, I'll read the article because nobody's ever heard of this guy. Have you heard of him?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I've probably heard, like Josh, I've probably seen the character, just didn't know the actor's name. So.
Okay, so Jon Paul Steuer, who is best known for his work as a child actor in Star Trek The Next Generation, died this week at the age of 33. He rose to fame by portraying Worf's son Alexander Rozhenko in a 1990 episode of the series titled Reunion. His largest role came a couple of years later when he acted in 73 episodes of Grace Under Fire. So according to an Oregon newspaper, he passed away on New Year's Day, but a cause of death has yet to be confirmed. And so after he did Grace Under Fire when he was 12, he decided to step away from acting and became a musician.
What does it say? What instrument he played?
It doesn't say that, but it was a popular punk musician in Denver. It was a band called Soda Pop Kids, and then he had a band in Portland, Oregon called Problems. He was also a DJ at various locations, and he opened his own vegan restaurant in 2015 called Harvest at the Bindery. That's all it says about that. So.
Well, it's sad that he passed away so young. Anytime the person's younger than you, you're like, oh no.
Right, it's kind of like his home, eh?
Yeah.
But he wasn't the only guy who played Alexander.
No, because he only played in that episode.
Right, because it was Brian Bonsall from Family Ties who played the main
correct,
guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, one of our Star Trekkers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it puts things into perspective for sure.
It does, and 33 is pretty young. So
33 is real young.
that's crazy. All right, let's talk about something fun because that was depressing.
Okay,
Did you hear there's a Bright 2 sequel?
I did.
You did? Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Did you watch the first Bright?
No.
Oh,
That would be the reason why I didn't hear about the second one.
that would make sense.
So, we kind of gave it a middle of the road.
It wasn't
good.
It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was Will Smith and Joel Edgerton.
Okay, yes. I have seen the trailer. I just haven't had a chance to check it out.
So, it's a good, I got nothing to do today watch.
It had an Alienation vibe.
Okay. Oh, yeah?
A little bit.
Yeah. So, they're doing a second one.
Yeah.
But they're replacing the writer-director?
No, the director should still be the same. David Ayer. That's
Oh, so the writer then they're replacing.
maybe the writer, but the two stars and the directors should be all back for it.
Yeah, because I know they were replacing either the writer or the director.
Something.
Yeah, because he was the guy that did show that did The Thing. Was The Thing?
Oh, yes, I remember that one.
Yes.
That was good.
Anyways.
Yeah, I read an article about this actually, and there's a bit of an uproar about the whole Bright thing because Will Smith is a famous black actor.
Yep.
And he said, "Today fairy lives don't matter," which was a take on the Black Lives Matter, and the black advocates or whatever they are said that was not a good thing. And so Will Smith is supposed to be an advocate for Afrofuturism.
Okay.
So that's the big controversy around that. And also they were saying that when Black Panther comes out, they're going to try to keep it in theaters for 6 months so we get more black shows. And so
Okay, well-
and Will Smith should be the leader because of Bright.
You don't have a social obligation
He doesn't.
as an actor.
No, but that's what the advocates are saying.
You have an obligation as a person to better society on your own, but you don't have an obligation just because you're a famous actor. You have
Even though sometimes people portray you in that position and that
That's
yeah.
they put him in that position because he's famous.
That's right. That's right.
Not because he's got a lot to say on the subject
That's right.
matter.
he's just an actor doing
Yeah.
his thing.
And,
No.
and sometimes probably some of these actors would rather not be put in that position because
Well, I
it's such a
guarantee
such a touchy subject.
Like, there's no way to win in this situation. Like, period. Like, if he says anything one way, everyone on the other side's going to hate
That's
him.
right.
If he says something the other way, everybody's on the other side's going to hate him. And if he says something wishy-washy in the middle, he loses from both sides.
That's
You can't win either way.
So, like, his best bet is just to ignore it and walk away.
And that's coming from us, the three whitest guys you'll ever meet.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Hey, speak for yourself, man.
I'm speaking for us, all of us.
I am 1/4 Cree, so I am only 75% white.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's talk about something else before we embarrass ourselves. What else you got?
Okay, so the new Sabrina show is coming.
Oh, is that
The
right?
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
I watched that. What was that? The 90s?
No, that's the
Sabrina
Sabrina.
Teenage Witch
Yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. There we go.
with Melissa Joan Hart.
Yes.
Yes, that was 90s.
Who ended up being a crazy Christian lady.
What? Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, like after that, most of her acting was in Christian movies.
I didn't know that.
God's Not Dead 2, I think, is her biggest role.
Oh,
There was actually a sequel to that?
Yeah, there's a sequel.
Really? Okay.
okay.
So, anyways, they've announced who's going to be the Sabrina.
It's not going to be Melissa Joan Hart again?
No, I don't think she can pull off a teenager anymore.
Probably not.
She couldn't pull off a teenager when she was in Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Well, you're accurate on that.
So, yeah, it's Kierna Shipka.
Kierna Shipka.
I'm not sure if I'm saying that first name right, but
She sounds like a Bajorn.
she played Sally Draper on Mad Men.
I've never watched that show.
Really?
Nope.
Oh, it's a good show.
You?
I have watched a few episodes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah.
Like, first few seasons, you're like real, like, oh yeah, binge. After that, it's like, come on, stop making stupid mistakes.
So she played Don Draper's daughter.
She played Don Draper's daughter.
Okay.
And she'll be taking over the role.
Reprising or redoing, or
Yeah.
is it a remake? Is it a sequel? Is it
It is a
reimagining?
It's a restart.
Okay. Reboot.
Kind of on the veins of Riverdale. I'm not sure if they're going to be connected, but yeah, a darker interpretation of the Archie universe.
Oh yes. Okay. So when's that coming out? Does it say?
I do not have a date.
To be determined.
To be determined.
Okay. Well, that's fair. That's all right then. Did you know that Animaniacs are coming back?
I knew that the Animaniacs are coming back, and it's awesome.
Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Yeah, and Pinky and the Brain.
Yes.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Good idea. Tossing a penny into a fountain to make a wish. Bad idea. Tossing your cousin Penny into a fountain to make a wish.
Did you watch that as a kid?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to say I did.
Yeah, it's been off the air since 1998.
Yeah, it's
They've
been
been
a while.
They've been locked up in the water tower since then.
Yeah.
So it's coming back in 2020 on Hulu for at least 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So that's
It's got 2 seasons.
Yep.
Picked it straight up.
And apparently all the previous seasons are also on Hulu as well right now.
Oh, okay.
As well as Tiny Toons and Pinky and the Brain and Pinky and the Brain and Elmira.
Yes, all those things, and it's going to be Steven Spielberg producing again.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. 20 years
Yeah,
later.
it took me. I didn't know about that for years.
That was
Spielberg produced it. I was like, whoa. Huh.
Yeah.
It's funny how all these old cartoons are all coming back. You know, our youth when we used to watch all these cartoons are going. DuckTales just came back as well too. And,
Yep. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that.
yeah. So it's kind of funny.
A lot of the action ones came back and didn't make the splash. Like He-Man came back, didn't make a splash.
Yeah.
Thundercats came back, didn't make a splash.
No, that was very just.
Like they're really good, but they didn't get the audience traction that they needed.
Yeah.
Did you know that we just this week had the 25th anniversary of the premiere of Star Trek Deep Space Nine?
No, I wasn't too keen on when Star Trek Deep Space Nine started.
How about you? Did you like?
I didn't. That's the only one I didn't.
What? Oh, it's the best one.
No,
you guys.
No. It is not the best one.
That's all subjective. Of course it is.
But it is not the worst one. But
Yeah.
it's running for the bottom.
I don't think so. But they're saying what it was different from all the other Star Treks because it wasn't episodic, and it was the precursor to things like Breaking Bad and Homeland and other serialized TVs. Because they had deep, complex characters who weren't...
Let's not push things here.
I'm just telling you what the article says, and What We Left Behind, the 25-year documentary, is coming up this summer. So we'll have to be sure to watch that.
Well, yeah, I'll watch that.
Hey, and you know what's coming on tonight? Episode 10 of Star Trek Discovery. It's returning after its 2-month hiatus, directed by #1, Jonathan Frakes.
My beard is not an affectation.
Oh, nice.
Well, that is most unfortunate. I used to like Jonathan Frakes.
He says it's the best episode of the season. Of course, he would say that, but he did direct the best Star Trek movie.
Yes, he did. I will agree with that 100%.
First Contact.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree that maybe it is the best episode of the season.
Uh-huh.
But you know my opinion of the rest of the season, so that's not a high bar. You just gotta barely step over it to get over that bar.
Yeah, for new listeners, Josh does not like Star Trek Discovery. He watched 5 episodes and gave up on it.
I pieced out.
He did.
You convinced me to put in 2 more episodes. I want those 2 hours back.
Yeah.
Well, I've watched it from the start, and I think it's very different from
It is.
Trek-ish kind of thing.
Call it something else. Make it something different. And it would have been a fantastic dark sci-fi.
Yeah.
It still had a lot of problems, but make it a dark sci-fi. And it on its own, as its own thing, it would have been good. I could accept it. I wouldn't watch it, but I could accept it.
Yeah.
Calling it Star Trek just defiles the rest of Star Trek.
But you see,
And that's including the fact that the episode Code of Honor exists.
Yeah, I know. We don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
But
I'll watch Code of Honor before I watch more Discovery.
Incorrect, sir.
That is not incorrect. That is a true statement.
See, but you haven't given it a full shake yet.
I gave it 5 episodes.
Yeah, but we have to.
You know my thing. It's 3 episodes.
I know.
So I gave it 2 more than I needed to.
Well, I like it.
You can like it,
and I do.
You can like it.
Yes, it's very divisive, and I get that. It's like Star Wars: The Last Jedi. You hated that.
Yeah, let's not get into Star Wars: The Last Jedi. We can be here for 4 hours talking about that thing.
I enjoyed it. I didn't like it. It was fun, but the moment you're done with it, it's...
Hello, I'm Daniel Peter Hitch, author of the Connected Worlds Chronicles and the Bubbles the Pirate children's book series. You're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it.
The thing with Discovery that I'm having a problem with is I like the fact that they're trying to introduce how the Klingons come about, why they're blue and look
purple and
purple.
white. And...
I have a problem with that. Now I'm sure hopefully they'll develop it and kind of show you how they become what they look like, kind of sort of today, what we're used to.
That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do.
I hope. And the other thing is, to me, honestly, dropping F-bombs on Star Trek is a no-no. That's just my personal opinion.
I got no problems with the cursing, but we've already seen Klingons. We've seen what they look like. They look like Klingons. They look like that in Enterprise, which means this middle step of crazy coloration and looking like Xindi reptilians is what? Why are they doing that?
I'm sure they'll explain it. It'll all come out eventually, and we'll know why. And is it a subspecies? Is it a subset? Is it a different proto-race? Who knows? We don't know. Can't really say. We have to wait.
Except they're the ruling body of the Klingon Empire.
Is it an alternate universe? Maybe. We don't know.
If it's an alternate universe, that is the largest cheap out in history.
Well, episode 10, directed by Riker, may clear some of that up. We don't know yet. Haven't seen it.
And Jonathan we trust?
There you go.
Question mark at the end? By the way, I've met Jonathan at a fan expo. He's a nice guy, by the way.
It makes me even more curious.
Yeah. Oh, I know you and I have both met Stephen Amell.
Hey, this is Stephen Amell, and you're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast. I'm hanging with Sean right now. They're telling me all about podcasts and general geekery and fun times in Northern Ontario, so keep listening.
Yes, he's a fantastic gentleman.
Yes.
Yeah, good Canadian boy.
Oh, speaking of Star Trek Discovery, you really like the Orville.
I do.
Did you hear it's getting a season 2?
I am freaking hyped.
Well, there's an article that I came across. Seth MacFarlane says it's going to be probably 14 episodes, not 22 because he doesn't want filler, and it's going to be heavier on the sci-fi.
Cool.
So, looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sometime this
Also,
fall.
22 episodes of an hour-long show. That's a long time to produce if you want a good arc.
And that's what he doesn't want to do.
So
some of the writers are talking about doing a Family Guy crossover where Stewie appears on the bridge, but he's hoping it stands on its own and doesn't need to go that far. So
I haven't watched it yet, but I hear a lot of good things. I hear it's very Next Generation-ish.
Yeah, the way I described it,
feel.
it's season 1 Next Generation, unpolished, thrown away scripts.
Okay. All right.
Some of them are really good though.
Okay.
So it's
the way I think about it is Star Trek Next Gen. That's the flagship. That's all the high-end, classy people.
Yep.
This is your space truckers, just
Pretty
kind
much.
of blue-collar guys getting things done.
Okay.
That's the way to view it. It's not, oh, we're the high and, oh, diplomatic. No, these are the basic guys.
it'd be like us. We'd be joking around, having a cup holder on the bridge while you're piloting the thing, that kind of thing.
I was just hesitant because with Family Guy, you never know what you're going to get from week to week, and then you translate that into a live action sci-fi show ran by Seth MacFarlane. You really didn't know what you're going to get.
It is a great homage to Star Trek.
Yes.
It flows well. There are some rough scripts, particularly the zoo episode.
Yeah.
There's some rough scripts, but overall,
it's pretty good.
It's good, and you can tell from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, they're making significantly good choices.
Oh yeah, there's some really good shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the production quality is fantastic.
Yeah.
So the visual effects are...
Yeah, they're
I haven't had a single problem with the effects, and it's bright. It's not another dark show where you can barely see what's happening.
Yes.
It's brightly lit, just like Star Trek. People walking around, you can see what their face is doing, you can see... It's fantastic. And it doesn't, unlike Star Trek, it doesn't... In Star Trek, you're like, well, why wouldn't he just hit him? He hits him.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Next Generation meets Galaxy Quest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're going to check it out then.
With more leanings to next gen.
Okay.
The humor isn't in the way.
No.
A lot of people feared it would be joke, 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 Star Trek. Joke, joke, joke.
Okay.
No, it's mostly Star Trek with funny things thrown in.
They fell flat a few times, the jokes.
Oh,
but
that's a joke.
That's expected, yeah. It was mostly good, though.
Anytime you're doing a comedy thing, there's a chance it's just going to fall flat.
That's right.
If you're loving this podcast, you should tell a friend about it.
Spread the word about podcasts you think they would enjoy. There's something for everyone, from entertainment and lifestyle
To news and politics
and more. Share it on social media.
Believe it or not, some people don't know how great podcasts are.
or even how to find and listen to them.
You can help change that with a click. Tell your friends about your favorite podcast.
Thanks for spreading the word.
So, moving on.
Yeah, I hear there's going to be some really cool celebrity guests.
Well, hold on. We're not done with with who's coming to new shows.
Oh, who's coming to new shows?
Captain Marvel adds DeWanda Wise in a mystery role.
Captain Marvel. That's going to be a TV show or a movie?
That's a movie in
Okay.
the MCU.
Oh, okay.
That's coming March 8th, 2019.
2019. March
So a
8th.
year and a bit.
Year and 2 months. That's not bad. That's Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So she's from the show Gotta Have It.
Never heard of it.
Not sure what that is in the least.
What's her name? Who is she?
DeWanda Wise.
Okay, and she's in an unknown role?
In a mystery role.
Oh, mystery role.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, what they're saying is she's going to be playing opposite Brie Larson as not a bit role.
Ah, so
it's going to be a bigger role.
Good. That's good.
So that's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll see when we get closer to production and what's happening.
Yeah, I know nothing about Captain Marvel.
She's a pretty interesting character.
Yeah. Alison Brie is playing her?
Alison Brie.
Not Brie Larson. Alison
Sorry.
Brie.
No, Brie Larson, isn't it?
Or is it Alison Brie?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't try to confuse me. It's way too early in the morning for that. Brie Larson's playing Captain Marvel.
Okay.
So, yeah. Not familiar?
Not a clue.
You should read the comics.
Where could I get comics about Captain Marvel and other various things?
Well, you could go to Jump City.
What is that?
It's our local comic book shop. It's located at 38 Pine Street, North Timmins, Ontario, Unit 106 in the basement.
Isn't that the 101 Mall?
That is the 101 Mall.
Jason, have you heard of Jump City Comics?
Actually, yes, I have, actually.
Have you been there?
Yes, I visited the new area, the new build, the new store, and it looks very, very nice. They should be very proud. It looks very, very good.
What's this place called?
Jump City.
Jump City. Comics and collectibles at the 101 Mall in the basement.
Yep.
Is that Unit 106 you said?
Unit 106 in the basement.
Huh. Okay. And I can buy comic books there.
Yes, you can. And collectibles.
How do you know about this place?
My wife owns it.
This is Kitty from Jump City Comics.
Oh, that's pretty
I don't
cool.
get discounts.
You don't get discounts?
Nope. I pay full price.
What the heck?
You might want to talk with management on that.
She's a shrewd businesswoman.
All right. So I can learn about Captain Marvel by going to Jump City.
You can.
All right. I'll do that.
All right.
Okay. What else you got for us?
So everybody loves Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Fantastic fantasy fun.
Yeah, isn't that...
and boobs.
Boobs, yes. Boobs are cool. But isn't that based on a book series by George R.R. Martin?
Yes.
Not J.R.R. Tolkien.
No.
It's G.R.R. Martin.
Yes.
Okay.
So he has produced a few other things in his time.
No way. How does he have time for that?
Yeah,
Those books are huge.
He's got lots of time, though, because he takes 10 years to put out a book.
Right.
But moving along, he wrote a short novella.
A novella?
Called Nightflyers.
Nightflyers. Never heard of it.
Nor have I.
Okay.
But I haven't read every book in the world, so...
Why not?
Yeah. So, they're making it into a show.
Oh, is it going to be on... I don't even know who does Game of Thrones. HBO.
No, it's on Sci-Fi.
Really? And what's it about?
So the show follows 8 maverick scientists and a powerful telepath who embark to the edge of our solar systems in hopes of contacting alien life. They travel aboard the Nightflyer, a ship with a small, tight-knit crew and a reclusive captain. But when terrifying and violent events begin to take place, they start to question each other, and surviving the journey proves harder than anyone thought.
Ooh. When's that coming out? Does it say?
It does not say in this little synopsis that I got here.
But it is in production, or...
It will be shown on Sci-Fi, or Sci-Fi, if you want to say it the way it's spelt, in the U.S., but it will be on Netflix worldwide and everywhere else.
Really?
Yeah.
So we won't get it on the Space Channel here in Canada. We'll get it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unless the agreement changes between now and production.
Right. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. That sounds interesting. 8 scientists and a telepath.
What can go wrong there?
Yeah.
Martin will be executive producing, but he won't have limited. He'll have limited time to interfere because he's currently working on finishing The Winds of Winter, the 6th book in the installment of Song of Fire and Ice.
Well then, that's interesting. Definitely check it out. What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait until we get closer, but any sci-fi is good sci-fi for me. Then you watch it, and then you can tell, like, no, this is crap sci-fi.
You can give it the 3 episodes and then walk away, right?
That's my thing.
That's standard. Yeah, standard procedure.
Because you don't want to put 6, 7, 8 episodes in and like, ugh, it's been garbage all the time and it hasn't gotten better.
Yeah.
I'll come back to it if enough people say, oh, it's good, go back to it. Like, it gets real good. I don't need, like, oh, it's good. No, I need real good before I come back to it. And I haven't heard enough people say that about other shows.
Right.
So,
okay.
I don't go back to them.
That's fair.
Hi, this is Admiral Adama, Battlestar Galactica, saying you're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it.
There's a bunch of trailers coming out that you were telling me about.
I did.
Now, last week, on our previous episode 181, did you listen to that one?
Yeah, I did, actually.
That was our 4th year anniversary episode.
Yeah.
We did
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. 2018 movie preview.
We did.
Are any of those movies that we discussed in these trailers?
I do not recall. Was Slenderman on the list?
It was not.
Okay, so I checked out Slenderman.
Okay, should we play it for people?
It's a lot of creepy sounds.
Okay.
And
so, no.
Yeah, it's not a good audio-only trailer.
Okay.
Looks scary.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
It's a movie.
Okay.
A horror movie based on the internet creepypasta of Slenderman.
Okay, I'm not familiar with this. I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Basically, it's a monster in the background that infects your mind.
Ah, okay.
The preview kind of reminded me of The Happening.
That was not a good movie.
It was an okay movie.
Yeah, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I'm not saying that. It could have done with less Marky Mark. And then I checked out Black Lightning.
Black Lightning. Oh, that's the new CW show.
That's the new CW show, adding to the...
Is it a cool trailer?
Legends, Super Legends Flareoverse. It's be adding to that.
And is it a trailer that we can play here?
It's a good audio trailer.
I will play it right here.
It's been 9 years since I've used my powers. And this city is getting more and more dangerous every moment. Your powers were given to you for a reason. I can't save the world, Gambit, but you can save your piece of it.
We all know this city is in a crisis. But this neighborhood is an oasis of hope.
These are my streets. Black Lightning is dead. It's time that the people know Black Lightning is back. Thought you were done being a hero. Brother needs all the exercise he can get.
Black Lightning, series premiere Tuesday, January 16th on the CW.
And tell me more about it.
So, Black Lightning was a vigilante 9 years ago.
9 years
Then
ago.
he retired because he was afraid for his family. But now he's got to step back out of retirement, step up to defend his town.
Ooh.
Special effects looked good. What do you expect for a CW show? On the better side. I'm not too crazy on his costume because it literally glows.
Oh.
And that's not great for a vigilante.
No.
You kind of want dark, but lightning power, so that's kind of cool.
Is it in the same universe as the other ones?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But as far as I understand, it's supposed to be.
Okay. Because Supergirl is kinda.
Yeah, Supergirl's connected by dimensions, and they can always it's on the CW, so they can just hop into dimensions.
Right.
And it really needs to be there so we can expand that universe.
We do need that.
Because that would put, 5 shows, right?
Yeah.
That would put 1 a night.
It would.
That's your continuing drama. A predominantly African-American cast.
Good.
But I don't think it's one of those things that I'm like, oh, I'm not watching it. I think it's going to draw enough people in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Diversity is awesome.
I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. When's that coming out? Next year?
No, soonish.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think Maybe spring, if not spring, fall.
Oh, so it might be a summer movie or TV series.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not positive.
Not 100% sure, but
yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss it when it comes out anyway.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we'll review the first couple episodes.
Yeah, I'll give it 3.
Yeah, at least 3, right? Yeah, maybe 5.
At least 3.
Okay.
Because I bailed on Legends. I couldn't get into it anymore.
No, eh?
No.
Oh. You watch all those?
Yeah, actually, I watch. That's pretty much all I watch is what's on the CW.
The Super Legends Black Flareoverse? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
The Legends, Super Legends Flareovers.
Yeah.
Until Black Lightning comes in, it'll be the Black Super Legends Flareovers.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, Legends. I understand your point of view. Legends is it's all over the map.
Yeah, it is. It totally
but
is.
there's a couple of characters that I really like, so I continue to watch it. So.
When I first watched it, it got up to like 6 episodes before I bailed. It's got a lot of promise, but in the entire thing, none of that promise was given.
Yeah.
It's just there, floating, not doing anything.
It seems like they're just throwing things up in the air. We'll put this guy in this week, and we'll get this guest star, and we'll bring back what's his name from Prison Break, and we'll do this and we'll do the other thing. Flash and Arrow are the 2 best ones, obviously.
Well, Arrow's the flagship, and they've kind of spread out from there. So
it is. It's also the one I watch last.
Legends?
No, I don't watch Legends.
Oh, Arrow.
Arrow's the last one I watch. I go back to it. Like, I watched 4 episodes, 5 episodes before the crossover. And that's pretty much it. I lost interest in Arrow. It was good, but I didn't find it was up to my taste. Flash, on the other hand, has kept me captivated.
Now, if they could just kill off Iris, that would be awesome.
God,
it doesn't matter,
right?
Oh yes.
He'll just run back in time and change the timeline again.
But she's the worst. So whiny.
Yeah, that's the damsel girlfriend. That's what she's supposed to be.
Ugh.
She's a Felicity Smoke of the Arrow show without the skills of a Felicity Smoke.
Right. Yes.
The only complaint I had is they jumped into the time travel way too early.
Yeah.
Because then he'll fix any minor mistake, because you only go back a little bit in time to fix a minor mistake. You're not really affecting the timeline.
And
so I don't... They should have left that alone, and they can't really kill off Iris.
They threatened it all last season.
She is a key character in
She's
that.
his lowest link.
Yeah,
Exactly. I know, it's true, I know, but she's so annoying.
But just to go back on your point quickly about the Arrow, Josh, this season has probably been, they've kind of got a little bit of a kick in the you-know-what, and it's kind of back on track.
And it's been renewed for next season, too.
Yes, it is. It's got next season. And
like I said, I go back 4 or 5 episodes from the crossover, and if it's good, I'll go back further and right back to the beginning of that season and watch it again. But most of the time, it's, okay, I'm caught up on what's happening.
Yeah. And speaking of Arrow, this season, I'm not sure if you're aware or not, but one of our special guests, celebrities coming in this year, appeared on 2 episodes of Arrow this year.
Is that true?
That's correct.
Wow, you'll have to tell me who that is.
I actually will, yeah.
But first...
Oh, there's something else?
This is Davis Dewsbury, the writer of Orc of the Great White North, and you're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast.
Did you know that Brainiac is going to be the villain on Supergirl this season?
That's cool.
Yeah, Brainiac 5, I believe.
Brainiac 5, yes.
I'm not sure about the costumes.
No.
It's another blue makeup person.
Oh, no.
Kind of like Indigo was?
Kind of like Indigo was, but with the Brainiac symbol.
The symbol of the 3 circles?
Yeah. The costumes are sometimes very iffy, but I enjoy Supergirl. It's a fun show. Yeah. It's much lighter than any of the other ones. Yeah. So that's nice. I like that.
I think Melissa is absolutely made for that role as Supergirl.
Oh, she's great. Yeah.
She's incredible.
But my pod got knocked off course.
She's the bubbliness of her personality comes through very nice.
Yeah, and when she has those scenes where she's very emotional and you can feel like you're like, oh, wow, she's like really upset or sad, or she's made for that role.
She makes being Supergirl like you would be if you had superpowers. You'd be like, hey, I'm happy. Yeah. Not, I'm broody and dark. Yeah. We don't need broody and dark. You can fly. Shut up.
That sounds about right. I think you're correct.
Because even their interpretation of Superman, compare him to Man of Steel. Which one would you want to be saved by? Because he's happy.
Yeah.
He's a happy man.
He is.
He's Superman. He's the Boy Scout. He's what we need in our Superman.
Yes.
This Justice League Man of Steel one, not so much.
You don't like Henry Cavill?
I like him.
Yeah.
He's got the look of a good Superman.
Mm-hmm.
They write him broody and dark.
Yep.
That's Batman's job. Don't be Batman.
That's right.
I think they need to reboot the entire DC movie universe. Except for Gal Gadot.
Therein lies the problem.
Whatever.
That's their one shining light right now.
Yeah,
is Gal
exactly.
and that Wonder Woman. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
And if they reboot so early after her, people are going to be like, oh, Wonder Woman, she canceled it. Look at that. Because people are idiots. They might do a soft reboot, though, with the Flash movie.
Oh, yeah?
I have read that, yeah. I have read that.
Because we got the Flash. He's shown to go back in time already.
Yeah.
So just go back in time and, oh, I changed things!
Right, just like when Diggle's baby was a girl and then it's a boy.
Yeah, that was one thing I had a problem with.
That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on Arrow. When Barry from The Flash went back in time, John Diggle's baby was once a girl, now he's a boy. Or vice versa.
Vice versa, yeah.
Whatever it is. So it had repercussions in other shows, series.
Through the Arrowverse and everything.
Yeah.
But just to follow up on your topic about the soft reboot, I had read an article about this is how they recast the Batman character. So how Ben Affleck is gone, and with the repercussions of Barry doing the changes in the timeline, this is how another actor would be recast, and it would justify the whole thing.
Because is that actually happening? Is Ben going away?
It's like one day he wants to be Batman, one day he doesn't want to be. He doesn't like this, he doesn't like that. Then all of a sudden, it's the best role in the world.
He wants to be Batman. He
Yeah.
just doesn't want to do the work of being Batman. Because he's not doing the Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth. We're gonna work out and look like the freaking superhero. He's not doing that. He's just put me in a suit.
Mind you, in Batman vs Superman, the dude looked like he was in good shape.
He's in good shape. I'm not saying he's not.
But he's not Chris Hemsworth and Chris
Evans. He's not
I
ripped.
I was watching the original Thor last night.
Oh,
and in the rain scene where he's trying to pick up the hammer and his muscle, I'm like, holy crap! I don't even remember that. It was like gigantic.
The helicopter arm curl from Captain America, where he just grabs it. And,
yes.
Holy criminy!
Yeah, that's insane.
Well, I got about that much muscle everywhere. He's got in his goddamn arm.
Yeah, that's insane. But if you had personal trainers and you worked out for 8 months before the film, then you'd have that too.
As a full-time job.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
If you were getting paid to look like that, yeah, it's a little easier to commit to the gym.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Me neither. Yeah. So what else we got to talk about? You have more trailers? Did you know that the Death Wish trailers just come out?
I did not.
Oh, well, let's play it right here.
Have I told you I love you?
Yes, Dad, you've told me like 1 billion times.
Honey? Can you please come down here? Oh. Jordan,
Doc, something has happened. You can't go in there.
Dad, where's Mom?
I love my family. I failed to protect them.
I'm sorry, Dr. Kersey, nothing yet.
So there's nothing that I can do? Is that what you're saying?
Can have faith.
How'd faith work out for them?
If a man really wants to protect what's his, he has to do it for himself.
The men who did it are out there. I'm gonna hunt them down. One by one.
I had homies in the 11th grade doing gun trades out at the dark.
We're closed, pal.
You're Joey, right?
Yeah?
Well, kill my wife.
Who else was there? I don't know anything else.
You're not gonna kill me. No, Jack is.
You can't deny me now.
You got caught in some crossfire?
Yeah, he said next time it ain't gonna be my leg.
You are gonna be all right, I promise.
On a mission, no other way they can stop me now.
You're not a cop. Somebody has to do it.
Step away, you can't take the heat on the battleground.
Everybody's
watching this viral video. It's this dude right for taking the law into his own hands.
Hey! Is he a hero?
He saved my life.
Or is it wrong?
You're cocked, locked, and ready to rock.
I'll say, someone took my wife. Everyone involved is going to pay.
You look much better getting out socializing.
Not so much.
Well, whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Okay, I will.
Okay, so that's the trailer for Death Wish coming March 2nd. Now, not really a sci-fi, but it is action-adventure. Kind of reminds me of The Punisher. You guys? A little bit?
A little bit.
But the reason why it's important, now, follow me on this here. Who was the original guy in Death Wish? You remember?
Charles Bronson.
Yes. He was the second husband of who?
Dear God, don't ask me this.
Jill Ireland. And you know who that was?
No.
She played Layla Kumani in the original Star Trek episode This Side of Paradise, where Spock was in love with her because of the spores. So that's why we played the trailer, because it all ties in, it all comes back, it's full circle. Charles Bronson, Bruce Willis, he's a big sci-fi guy too. So we're gonna...
Okay, well, first of all, you're 6 degrees.
Yes, that's what I'm doing here.
That's very loose.
Did you like that? That was not bad, right?
That was very loose.
It was. That's what I do.
By traditional 6-degree rules, you have to go from actor to actor to actor, not actor to wife.
It works. Because Charles Bronson was on set making sure nobody messed around with his wife during the filming of the original series episode.
Is that true?
That is true. You can find it in the Making of Star Trek books.
Okay. By far one of the worst episodes of Star Trek. I have...
You didn't like singing Spock?
No.
Really? Hanging out in trees and stuff?
There, in the early go of the first season, there were too many, and Spock just has emotions for no reason. Spores give him emotions. Like, no. He's a Vulcan man. Logic him out. You can't break the mold when the mold is still wet. You gotta let it set.
I know.
Like, they did it too often.
Yes, they did.
And that was the most egregious of episodes for doing it.
Spock!
Yes, what did you want?
Spock, is that you?
Yes, Captain, what did you want?
Where are you?
I don't believe I want to tell you.
Spock, I don't know what you think you're doing, but this is an order. Report back to me at the settlement in 10 minutes. We're evacuating all colonists to Starbase 27.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so what?
I don't think so, sir.
Still 1,000 times better than Discovery.
I knew you were going to say that. That's what I was waiting for.
As for this, it looks generic.
It does look generic. It looks fun.
Like,
anytime Bruce Willis is going to get on a rampage, you got to expect some kind of, one-liners. He's going to
be quippy.
Yeah.
It's like Die Hard 17 or something.
That's kind of the feel that I got, is a Die Hard-ish kind of...
Like, I know why they did it, because Punisher was so popular.
Yes.
So, like, well, we can just throw this together. That's not going to take long. It's a quick action movie. Bingo, bango, we'll rake it in. We got the Death Wish. Yeah, except you're banking on a movie. When was Death Wish first released? 77?
73?
Yeah.
Let me look. You guys talk and I'll look it up.
Early
on
70s.
IMDb.
So you're banking on a movie 40-something years ago? Yeah. Almost coming up on 50?
But a lot of people also might not have seen that show back in the 70s.
1974.
74. See, I was born in 74, so it could, it introduces that character, that storyline to a whole new generation, but if you've ever watched the original, that's a hard movie to follow up.
Okay, because we've got Death Wish in 74, Death Wish 2 in 82, Death Wish 3 in 85, Death Wish 4, The Crackdown in 87, and 1994's Death Wish 5, The Face of Death. So there hasn't been anything on the air since 1994, so we're due for a reboot.
Yeah. Most of those could be called The Quest for More Money.
Yes, true.
Because the quality...
They went down. They did. They were pretty
It was
bad.
an exponential loss of quality.
As happens.
Yeah. So, but...
Much like the Die Hard series.
You know what? I like Die Hard 3.
Oh, I can't stand that. That's the worst one.
A lot.
Ugh. I never liked it.
You don't like the one with Samuel L. Jackson?
No, I don't. I've tried to.
I enjoy that one.
Ugh.
It goes 1, 3, 4, 2, and the rest of them I haven't seen.
See, what they should have done is the first one came out in 88, a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
The next one should have come out in 90, a Christmas movie. 92, a Christmas movie. And they should have done it every 2 years at Christmas for like 15 years, 20 years. That would have been
That's
awesome.
too much. You would have been losing things quicker.
Yeah, it would have been awesome, though.
Christmas movie. They should have done this one for the 4th of July. That's the only thing I would have changed about it. You make it a holiday, rando holiday. You have enough so that every holiday you can go, bam, here's a Die Hard movie.
Oh, there you go.
Die Hard Valentine's Day movie. Die Hard. So, like, you get each of them.
I like it. That's not bad.
That's what they should have done.
Die Hard, Arbor Day.
Exactly.
Whatever Arbor Day is.
It's going out appreciating
trees.
forests and trees.
Yeah. When is that? Is that September?
September.
Yeah.
Late
I
August.
don't know about that one so much.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that would
Well,
catch on.
you do Christmas, New Year's,
Valentine's
Day,
Easter,
St. Patrick's Day,
4th of July.
4th of July for your big summer.
You need a Halloween one.
Halloween, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so that gets you 8 movies.
They should have done that. They should have done something like that.
And like hit each one for a holiday, and guess what? Everybody's gonna go. I gotta go get a copy of Die Hard Easter, right? Watch the Easter one for Easter.
That's right.
Because I know people that go out and watch Die Hard every year.
I do.
At Christmas.
I do. This year I watched it on Boxing Day, but I still watched it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like if you do the same thing, you put it on each holiday, you would have been making bank.
Big time.
But
we're not Hollywood producers.
No.
So.
But I enjoyed the third one. It was a good movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Hell of a lot better than the second one.
You think so?
Oh yeah, the second one was trash.
In the airport?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, big cop coming in here from L.A. telling me how to do my job. Yeah, I'm a cop from L.A. I'm a police officer like you. I saw something. Believe me, I'm a cop.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
And that whole antagonist thing. What was that? They wouldn't do that.
No, they wouldn't.
He'd be like, you saw something? What happened? All right, let's go take care of this. Or, thanks for giving me the freaking info. Because that's all McClane wanted to do, was give him the info, and he didn't listen to him.
Right, so he had to take care of it himself.
The whole movie would have been resolved a lot faster if, hey, I saw this guy had a gun, it's an expensive gun, I recognize it. All right, we'll send some guys over there to look into it. Thanks. Then the thing would happen, SWAT team would come, solve the problem.
Then you don't have a movie. So you have to have the dickish character.
Yeah, but the dickish character didn't make sense.
True enough.
He was a dick for no reason. Now, if you had made the administrator the dick, right, and blocked the 2 cops from talking to each other, that would have made sense. Oh, you don't want to scare people away from the airport. It's probably nothing. Just go away. I'll have my officer talk to him until you take a look. Then you turn. Oh, what would he want? Oh, nothing. He was just wanted to say something. That would have made sense.
That would have made sense.
Then the cops would have been when they were required to work together, it would have made sense.
True enough.
Other than that, the second one was a terrible movie.
Okay, so long story short, are we excited about Death Wish?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see myself rushing to the movie theater to go and check it out. No.
If you want a good revenge film, watch Taken.
How about The Commuter? That's out right now. It's with Liam Neeson. It's taken on a train or something.
I don't know. I haven't. I skipped the previews.
Oh, yeah. I just see it advertised every once in a while. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, but anything Liam Neeson's in, you kind of think it's gonna be The Taken.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, the first one was really good. After that,
I don't watch the other ones. Like I watched them once and I'm like done. I've seen it. I can say I've seen it. Going back to the first one was entertaining.
Yeah,
it gave you that visceral like, I'm gonna win.
It's the whole going back to the well thing where you get less and less.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want a revenge film, go watch Taken. If you want to watch a Bruce Willis film, go watch Die Hard, or Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Hi, this is Cena Grace, the artist of The Little Depressed Boy, and you are listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast, which, by the way, you should be following them on Twitter and totally subscribing on iTunes.
So any other film preview trailers that you came across, or any other interesting news?
No, that's all I got.
What do you got? What do you bring to the table today?
Well, I was going to bring some information about our celebrity guest, who we're going to have.
For what?
Oh, for the Timmins Comic Con this year. I don't know if you guys have heard of it yet. But
We're having a Timmins Comic Con?
Yeah.
Is that like a Northern Ontario Expo kind of thing?
That's correct, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, very same thing.
So that's a non-profit organization, right?
That is, yes. The Expo
So-
is a non-profit organization.
So we probably need sponsors for something like that.
Yeah, that's one thing that helps us pay the bills when it comes time to booking rooms.
Because what do you got to pay for? You got to pay for the celebrity guests.
Celebrity guests, basically their whole package. So their fees, their guarantees,
their flight,
travel,
their
food. They have a daily per diem, all that kind of stuff you got to pay for. When we
Renting space, equipment, all that jazz.
Absolutely, yeah.
So it's not an inexpensive event.
It's a very expensive event.
You have DJs there, like announcers and stuff.
Yes, we do. Yeah,
we got some sound guys.
Who are the sound guys?
Yeah, we've got two local gentlemen who are part of our board, and they're amazing to work with. It's Ruben's DJ service.
Oh, I've heard of them. They're good.
Yeah, they're fantastic. So they take care of a lot of our audio video needs and that kind of stuff. So they're a big part of our show.
So if a local business wanted to sponsor the thing, where could they find out some information on that?
Well, they can go to our, I'm happy you asked that, they can go to our website at www.northernontarioexpo.com. On the top header there is a sponsorship tab, so they can go there and download the sponsorship package that we have that has different levels, and that's how they can do it.
Perfect.
So they can get their name associated with the expo.
That's correct. Yes, depending on what level of sponsorship they want to go with. Obviously, the more that they that they decide to contribute, the more we can give them in return.
All right, that's fantastic. Let's hope we get enough sponsors to make this thing continue on for a lifetime.
I hope so.
Oh, and if George Soros is listening, $1 billion will guarantee us everything we need for a long time. It's just $1 billion.
It's not much to
It's
ask
not much.
for. No.
Just you. And nobody else has to do that much. Just you.
Who are you talking to?
George Soros. He's a rather rich individual.
George who?
Soros.
George Soros.
Moving on.
No, I've never heard of him. Tell me.
What?
Who's this?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, we're this is not. This is politics stuff. We're moving out of that now.
I would have said Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, yeah, but that's the go-to.
But he's geek, and this is a geeky type show.
Yeah, or I could have said
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, or I could have went with
the Sultan of Brunei.
No, I wasn't going to go with him. Why would he come up in the sci-fi section of ultra rich guys?
Well, what about the guy, the King of Jordan, who was in a Star Trek Voyager episode? He likes this kind of stuff.
You know, you could have went him, or you could have went the royal family of England, who were recently the two princes were in the latest Star Wars movie.
They were. They played stormtroopers in
Yes,
the
they did.
elevator. Yes, that's true.
But yeah, no. Or we could have went with just Mr. George Lucas, who got a couple $1 billion for selling Star Wars.
And I'm sure he listens to the Rusted Robot podcast.
Yeah, of course.
They all do.
They all
right?
do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But none of you, just George Soros. He has to give us the money.
Whoever that is, that's
Yeah.
right. Give us the money, buddy. All right. So yeah. So sponsors are definitely appreciated, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So that has been episode 182 of the Rusted Robot podcast. If you'd like to subscribe to the Rusted Robot or like us on Facebook, please do so. You can follow me on Twitter at Darth Vaderloo. Are you on Twitter anywhere?
No, I'm not.
You're not. And Josh?
I am not on social media. I am not a drone.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so that's been episode 182. Thanks for stopping by, and remember,
Big celebrity announcement this year. We've got two celebrities coming in. The first celebrity is Mr. Paul Amos, who's of Lost Girl fame. And also we have a returning guest this year as well. He was here a couple years ago, Mr. Chris Holden Reed.
Hey there, I'm Chris Holden Reed from Lost Girl, and you are listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast. Enjoy.
Who also is from Lost Girl fame. Also starred in one of the Underworld movies with Kate Beckinsale. And as I had mentioned earlier, just appeared in 2 episodes of Arrow this season. So both of them will be at the Northern Ontario Expo on April 21st and 22nd.
Is he not also in Vikings?
Yes, he is. He's he got a reoccurring role this year in Vikings. So Chris,
Right,
Chris has added quite a bit to his resume. And also we have a celebrity cosplayer coming in, Brampton Batman. So he'll be actually driving up his Batmobile that he owns from
Sweet.
Brampton to Timmins.
No way.
Yeah.
He'll be driving it, not a trailer.
No,
he'll be driving it.
actually driving it from Brampton to
How
Timmins.
many times do you think he gets pulled over all on the way?
Well, if you check out his Facebook page, there's I don't know how many videos of him getting pulled over in the GTA and police officers taking photos. And
which version of the Batmobile?
It's the Michael Keaton.
Oh, from 1989.
Yeah, that's correct.
Ooh,
yes.
that's excellent.
That's
my car.
That's my favorite one.
That is the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that giant, ridiculous fin on it from the Schumacher one.
No.
Right.
So he'll be here. People will be able to take photos with the car and all that kind of stuff. So that's we're very excited to have him here as well too. And this guy is very serious about the cosplay area.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah. So
And he hasn't been here before.
No, he's never been here before.
But we've got Chris Holden Reed returning as a returning guest.
That's right.
I can tell you from the last time he was up, he's a super nice guy.
He is very personable.
He is super nice.
Tell me more about Paul Amos.
Paul Amos played the character Vex on Lost Girl. He had some type of power where he can kind of make you do whatever he wanted. There's certain episodes where you love the guy, and then there's certain episodes where you just want to grab him by the cuff of the neck and just strangle him because he's so. But also he's got a lot of other credits to his name. Not as big as Chris, obviously, but he's an English speaking guy, so he's got an accent. So he's kind of a cool dude.
Nice.
And it's funny how that come about. This whole thing come about. We went to Fan Expo last year, and Chapter House had their booth set up, and Paul and Chris, who also do voice characters for Captain Canuck, were at the Chapter House table, and when we walked up, Chris recognized us.
Oh, wow.
So he actually got out from the back of the table. There was a lineup of people, and got out of the, behind the table, come over and give us a big hug. Nice to see you guys again. And then looked over at Paul and said, "Hey, Paul, these are the guys from Timmins I told you about." And then we stood there for about 10 minutes and spoke while people were waiting in line.
That's crazy.
And that's how, that's where the line of communication opened up. And Chris was very, very open to a return, and Paul was excited. He wanted to come to Timmins, so that's how that whole thing started up.
Who wouldn't want to come to Timmins?
Yeah.
All right, so that's cool. That's April 21 and 22.
That's correct, yes.
Awesome. I can't wait.
So they'll be here signing autographs, taking photo ops, they'll be doing panels, all that kind of stuff. So
That is fantastic.
Can't wait.
Yep.
Thanks again, guys.
I don't know how to end it from an end within an end remember segment.
Don't forget to subscribe and download the podcast. Leave a 5-star review in the iTunes store. Tell all your friends, and have a great day. This has been another episode of the Rusted Robot Podcast. You can contact us by emailing therustedrobot@gmail.com or tweeting us at therustedrobot. Visit our website at therustedrobot.podbean.com. And, if you would, please check us out and like us on Facebook. A 5-star review in iTunes is appreciated. The Rusted Robot Podcast was written, produced, scored, edited, engineered, and directed by Sean Vanderloo. Your co-host was Josh Montney. Don't forget to visit Jump City Comics in the 101 Mall and listen to our other show, the Soulforge Podcast. Visit Sean on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Vaderloo.
The Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it.
Hey, we're coming to you from Manitoba, Canada, where it is cold outside tonight. I'm here with my brother-in-law, Joe, who is originally from
Zambia,
where it is a lot
warmer than this.
warmer than this. That's all right. You'll get used to it. Said no one ever. They say right now it's about minus 32 with the wind chill minus 44. It's supposed to go to minus 50 tonight.
Oh, crazy.
Pretty sweet. So anyways, we thought we'd sing you a song. You got Timmy's coffee?
Sure do.
Okay, you ready for this?
Ready.
Light it up.
1, 2, 3, 4. I hear my house cracking in the night. Frost is building up on my doorway and in all my windows. Minus 50 with the wind chill tonight. They say it's colder here than in the south or even in the North Pole. I'm stir crazy but I cannot go outside. I tried but all my doors are frozen shut. It's gonna take a lot to break me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I'm must have froze my brain up in Canada. Otherwise, why would I live up here and think it's fun? I remember when I was just a boy, got this cold one time and school was out. It drove my poor mom crazy. She sent my brother and I outside to play. I guess she needed just a little bit of solitary company. My brother dared me to lick a metal pole. He said when it gets cold it makes it taste just like some frosted candy. My tongue out, my mouth open wide. It looks cold, I thought, but how bad can it be? It's gonna take a lot to break me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I must have froze my brain up in Canada. Otherwise, why would I live up here and think it's fun? I hear a voice calling in the night. It's my wife, she says she needs a Timmins double coffee. I said, are you sure it's 12:35? It'll keep you up, the plumbing's frozen, you'll have to go outside to pee. She said, I don't care, I want some anyway. It's the only thing to keep my sanity. It's gonna take a lot to break me away from you. And there's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I must have froze my brain up in Canada. Otherwise, why would I live up here and think it's fun?
This has been a Valley of Vanderloo podcast production, all rights reserved.
This transmission ends now.